So this is the final stage of making the sauce, and it's what I do. It goes for 10 minutes, and you see how we go through the process during the 10 minutes. So I'm gonna put it at the highest. It's the highest, and then wait for 5 minutes before the magic starts happening. So we're just gonna wait for 5 minutes. So while we're waiting for the 5 minutes mark, I'll just show you guys what I use the oil. We're gonna be adding oil to it during this process. So we have this vegetable oil. So you can use that, and we're gonna be adding. We're gonna add three-quarter cups of. That's basically 0.75 cup of oil. So yeah, and that should be three of this quarter cup, as you can see. Yeah, so when I'm working with the vegetable oil, the one I just showed you, I just put the three of this and put it into the sauce. But if I'm working with something like this, say almond oil, let's see, lemon oil, extra virgin olive oil with lemon, or if I'm working with mustard flavored oil, or this is coconut oil from Africa, and there's one more oil I have. Let's see, if I'm working with palm oil, you see that. If I'm working with any of these other fancy oil or more nutritious oil or whatever we want to ascribe to them, what I do is, for starters, you want to see how it tastes in the food. So, and that's why it's a good thing to use this quarter cup to do the measurements. So since we're doing 3 of these, I just add 2 of the vegetable oil in it, and then I add any of the other fancy oil I want to add to it to be the 3rd one. That way it doesn't overpower the sauce, and by that eventually overpower the jollof also. So that's just something I do. That's one of the tips I would like to share with you guys. Yeah, also you can see it's starting to bubble up. We are almost at the 5 minutes mark, and I'll show you guys. So when I want to open it, because it's already popping and stuff and I don't want it to burn me, I just reduce it to, like, let's see, 7. Or just for the for adding it, you can just put it at medium, just so it doesn't burn you. Yeah, so you don't say Chef Arroz told you to do this. Anyway, so this is it at 5 minutes mark, and I will add the oil. You can just like we did the spices, what you can do to this also is you can preserve it, so you don't have to be measuring it at this time. And number 3, and that's it. But if we were doing some experimentation and stuff, you can make the 3rd one of your other oil. So that's just pure vegetable oil, and we add that to that. Also at this stage, at the 5 minutes mark, you want to add all the spices that we created earlier on to it. And that's it. And put it back to my eye, and mix it all up. and let it sit there, let it cook and merge. Yeah, one of the things I've also seen is if you don't cook this, if you don't cook it before you if you decide to add the oil to the rice with the sauce and all of that, it doesn't merge properly, it doesn't come together properly. But now what we're doing is we having them at only matrimony before we put before we add them to the rice. So this we're gonna let rest for the next, I don't know, I think it's 4 minutes left now. And at the 4 minutes mark, I'm gonna show you what it should look like when it's done. So, and the reason I'm showing you this is sometimes you might be working with sauce for, I don't know, 4 cups of rice and or 6 cups and what have you. So you know what to look for. When it starts bubbling up, like when it's fully boiled, that's when it's all done. And at that stage also, something you notice is you won't see just oil on the side like this. Everything would have been merged together. So we'll see that at that stage, and I'll show you guys what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, this is what you want to see. So like I said earlier on, if you're trying to make sauce for 4, 5, 6 or whatever cups of rice, you won't be using 10 minutes. It's gonna take longer because the pot is probably gonna be bigger and all of that, so it's gonna take time for it to get to the top and merge everything together. So now So now you see what it looks like. This is what it should look like when you're done. And yeah, so if you're making more than 2 cups of sauce or 2 cups of rice or sauce, whatever, you understand what I'm saying, you need to leave the sauce on the cooker till you get this bubbly till you get to this bubbly state, and then it's all done. So this is the 10 minutes mark, and I'll see you guys when I'm about to add this to the rice. So I get this off, and that's it. Thank you. Bye. Okay, for this we got into the stage where we mix the sauce with the rice, and this sauce, I don't know if you noticed that my jollof is not spelled with double L but 1 L. It's intentional because I basically want to, even the O, if given the chance, I would put, instead of O, I'll put O, the Yoruba O sound instead of O, because basically what we've done to jollof, talking about the Niger Yoruba tribe now, what we've done to jollof over the decades, over the centuries, we should own it now. We should make it ours. It doesn't have to, I mean, lots of people have come up with the origin story for jollof, whether Wolof became jollof, you know, all of these dichotomies and stuff. So yeah, whether the Wolof story, whatever the creation story for jollof is that you've heard, I think we deserve now to make it ours. And J, O, L, and O and F is mine. And so yeah, that's the reason I'm calling it jollof. And I'll be popping this into the oven for 55 minutes max. You can do 15 minutes, depends on what you want, how dry you want the rice to be. So as far as we're concerned, it's all done now, and we're just gonna pop this into the oven. We're just gonna pop this into the oven, and then I'll meet you guys on the other side. 400 degrees Fahrenheit, like I said. And as I've shown you in the previous video, when I put it in the oven, it's no magic, just in the middle section. That's it. Thanks. See you when it's all done. Bye. Okay, so we're at the 55 minutes mark. I didn't open it at the 40 minutes mark. I guess that's why I came up with the oven recipe, because I gotta do stuff that way. I'm not checking it every time and stuff. Anyway, so see what it looks like now. "55 minutes of jollof cooking. About to unveil the perfect jollof. Here you are. Mix it all up. If I checked it on the 40 minutes mark, I would have mixed it all up then. Yeah, but this is it. I feel like I should still put it in for another like 5 minutes. I feel it's not dry enough. So I guess I'll do that, or I can just leave it like this. If it sits for a while, it's gonna get even drier. So, but here it is. There it is. I don't know how else to show you guys, but there it is. Perfect jollof. Yeah. Yep. Thank you for watching. Oh, let me say this before I go. I made mention of this in the rice video. If you're cooking with a pan like this one, then it is 375 and not 400 degrees, and it will be for lesser minutes. I think that's like 40-45 minutes ish. Yeah, I think that's all you need to know to make the perfect jollof. I feel like I'm still gonna put this back in the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes and see what it looks like. I'll take pictures for you guys and you see. Thanks, bye.